Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. Today I want to talk to you about how to overcome body shame. This is something that I find quite often in the women that I work with, especially if they've had a childhood adverse event, right? If they've experienced trauma. And it's something that I had to overcome myself, right? I grew up in the 99s and the 2000s. And during that time, super skinny was in. That's when the low rise jeans were in, where they had none of that. I don't even know what that part of the jean is called. Okay, but it wasn't there. And I remember wanting to wear those jeans, but just the way my body was created, I could not wear those jeans. And I also grew up in a strict Pentecostal home. And so there was a lot of messaging about, my body, and also the things I could wear and couldn't wear and what was appropriate. True life story, I grew up wearing brown sugar stockings, right? So I had to put your girdle on, put your brown sugar stockings on. And I remember turning 16 and I was like, I'm going to rebel. I'm not going to wear these stockings. Okay. It's the summertime. I'm not wearing these stockings. And I remember I stopped wearing the stockings, and I want you to know, did nobody pay attention or notice or say anything. And I just swore I was being rebellious by not putting the pantyhose on. But it was my way. It was a young girl's way of taking charge of her body, right? It was my way of saying, this is not right. I don't want to do this. I don't want to it's hot outside. Okay. I want to be wearing these stockings, and it's hot outside. I got a girdle on, and then I got to put these stockings on. Okay. Right. It was my way of exercising some agency. Often when a person has experienced body shame, their agency has been taken away. Somebody has said something, or something has been done to change how you view your body. Also, being a believer, I believe the verse where it says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So when God created you, and the way he created your body, it's perfect and it's beautiful. Okay. So let's talk about a few ways that you can overcome body shame. First, I want you to identify when you began to think differently and negatively about your body. Was it because of what someone said to you? Were you picked on? Were you teased? Was it through trauma? When and where did you begin to think negatively about your body? I remember being 13 and going to the doctor, and I remember the doctor having a negative comment about my body and how I was shaped. And I internalized that. I accepted it to be true outside of the additional messaging that I received about my body. Then as I got older, that changed how I view myself, and comparing myself to others, looking at my body and thinking that there was something wrong with my body, while looking at other bodies and praising their body and finding their body more acceptable. That's the furthest from the truth. And so I want you to look at yourself. I want you to take some time and to identify, when did I begin to feel shame about my body? Was this projected on you, right? Did your mom have issues as related to her body, and then she shamed you? Was it your sister, your cousin, your friend? Was it messaging? Was it what you saw on media? Where did you begin to have these beliefs about your body? And then I want you to begin to challenge those beliefs, because they're the furthest from the truth. Second, I want you to begin to affirm your body. I want you to create a list, right? I want you to create a list of all the things that you don't like about your body. And then on the other side of that, I want you to create an affirmation. And I want you to practice those affirmations daily. Put those affirmations in the place where you'll see them. Maybe it's in the bathroom, on your mirror. You could take a picture of them and make them your screensaver, not shaver, saver. So I want you to begin to affirm yourself for the next 30 days. I want you to praise yourself. I want you to praise your hair, the way your nails are, the way your eyes are, your cheeks, your nose, your breasts, your butt, your fingertips, and your toes. I want you to begin to praise and affirm yourself. It's so important that you begin to feel confident about your body. It's so important that you begin to address the shame that you feel in your own skin. And the reason why it's important is because this shame could be holding you back, right? I can't tell you how many times I started this YouTube video. I won't tell you, right? This being self-conscious about your body and how you show up, even though, right, this is the vehicle that God created for you to show up in the earth. This is how he said, what I'm going to create Cynthia. I'm gonna create her to be built like a brick house. Hey. Or when he created you, right? I'm a creator. I'm a creator, right? Her body gonna look like this. It's a masterpiece. But when we feel shame, we hold back. Maybe you don't go for that promotion because you feel shame. Maybe you don't post on social media, even though you have a message and a movement on the inside of you because of how you view and see yourself, even when the world doesn't see you that way, right? The world may see you as a powerful woman. The world may see you as a mentor. The world may see you as someone that has a voice in this time. But if because of shame, you're holding back, there are people out there who won't be able to get and receive the message for you. You won't have the impact on people's lives that you were created to have because of shame. So I want you to affirm yourself. I also want you to stop comparing yourself. Do not compare yourself to another person. I know sometimes when we have fitness goals, we'll say, I want arms like this, or I want a butt like that, or I want thighs like that. The truth of the matter is, your body is perfect. And you may never look like who you've created to be body goals. You are your own body goals. So stop comparing yourself. You're beautiful just how you are. And finally, I want to challenge you to take a picture every day. I want you to take that picture of yourself, because if you're anything like me or some of the women I work with, there was at one point that we kind of hid from the camera. We didn't want to see ourselves. And when you struggle with shame, you struggle with seeing who you truly are, because you're viewing yourself through the lies of what someone else has said to you, or you're viewing yourself through the pain, or you're viewing yourself from the inaccurate messaging of the media. So I want you to begin to take pictures of yourself. Take a selfie every day for the next 30 days. Take a selfie, look at yourself, and not from a critical eye, but from a loving eye, from an accepting eye. Are there areas where we have the opportunity to improve? Sure. However, we're not going to be critical of ourselves anymore. So I thank you for the few moments that we got to share today. And I hope that you implement some of the things that I've discussed. And I wish you well on your healing journey. Bye-bye.